Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Hey, get ready for something coming left. Go, on the ball! On the ball!
Now a first carry for Giovanni Bernard. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
5-0, 5-0, 5-0.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10.
Watch him now, Barney!
On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Now a handoff to Crowell. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second down, Darnold. That is incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. Third down here.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. And now on third down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
Well, you know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Here you go, 368.
Second down, Dalton. And Green with a catch left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The connection since 2011, Dalton to Green for a Bengal first down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46.
368.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Here you go, 368.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people said, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that.
So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. Dalton here from the gun. He drops it off for Bernard. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Giovanni Bernard with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Bullet good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Bullock out now to kick this one away. 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 & 1 2 This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. And New York set to take the field and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. A first down carry now for Crowell. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Thomas has got it, complete. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Give him 8 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
And he finds a man on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Okay, we got 4. Detroit! Detroit!
The pitch to Crowell. He's to the 10, and he'll finally be taken down at the 2-yard line. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? They used to call it student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called roast stem right or roast stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss.
And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Clive Walford, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
The big fella was the recipient there for that touchdown pass, and it seems like more and more the tight end is the guy you have to worry about most in the passing game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Dalton gives to Bernard. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
A first down throw coming for Dalton. Rashard Matthews here on the catch. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Dalton, 1st and 10. Underneath, this is Bernard. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down.
Nice.
Here's Bernard. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And he hits his man, Matthews. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 6 for 6 here to start the ball game. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get a couple here down to the 22. To play in a tightly contested first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this.
Hey, get ready for something coming left.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit!
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. He may try and run for this. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big first down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. This is 1st and goal from about the 8. And now to the air. Dalton. Flush to his right. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
From the 2 now, second and goal.
No. Check. Patriot.
And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. This will be caught at about the 5. It's a loss of 2, now third down. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also third down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
There are certain drives in a game where anything less than a touchdown that caps it feels like an absolute disappointment. This is one of those drives.
Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Randy Bullock now as he'll go for the field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And Bullock will put this one through, and they take the lead here now at 10-7. Now the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
So out now come the Jets. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Going underneath for Crowell. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's Darnold now on second down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
No. Check. Patriot.
Darnold from the gun. Dancing to his left. And that is caught by Ardarius Stewart. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. And now out come the Jets. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19! All right, now look at 56.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Rolling to nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
The 1st down play, to be frank, nothing short of awful, and now they have to deal with 2nd and very long.
Here we go now. Green, 39.
Here's Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Shakes off the sack. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Darnold now to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. It'll be a pickup of 13 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this 2nd half. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Green with a catch left side. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. Dalton going to break the huddle, come up 1st and 10. And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tremaine Johnson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
All right, now look at 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! Over!
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Anderson. And I think the ball's out. And the Bengals have recovered it. So the turnover forced and a wonderful job on a big return.
And how about the convoy that got created to help him get all the way back upfield? I mean, that's the part that people miss on. That's practice. That's worked on. It doesn't just happen in a game and everyone rallies. They discuss it prior to, and everyone knows their role when they create a turnover like that.
This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Crowell. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. George Iloka, the one that comes up to make the tackle.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
To throw on second down is Darnold. Buying time to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Hey, go 368.
Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? And Green with a catch left side. And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. So that last play gives him a little more space now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Back this.
Now Bernard. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It's second down. Dalton looking. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
368.
And the blitz does come. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And New York set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Carl Lawson in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year.
That's his second sack of the game. The best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
On second down, Darnold. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Open man is Stewart. It's complete. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
Now Darnold. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On 1st down, Darnold. And this is incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Second down and 10, Darnold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Drake Kirkpatrick. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off at the 40. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. Matthews, the intended target. His defense figured out something in the locker room. That's 2 third-quarter picks now.
And you just wonder, did he get too comfortable in the locker room himself? His team has the lead. Take care of the football. He's putting him in jeopardy right now.
Green 39! Green 39!
After the interception, here's Darnold. His throw caught right around the 6. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is now 14-10. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's got some space here. And shutting him off now open field. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. So here's Dalton and the Bengals now. 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Hey, get ready for something coming left.
The drive starts with a handoff to Bernard. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Good.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And he's got the hook up to Brandon LaFell. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
And Dalton to throw. Green's got it over the middle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
368!
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. The safety Marcus May in there on the coverage.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Another chance for Dalton. And that's incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And Bullock will put this one through, and the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. I guess the good news as they start this drive is that they still do have the lead, Charles. If their defense hadn't been able to hold them to a field goal on the other side, they'd be down. But now it's about preserving that very small lead.
It is preserving and maybe stretching it out a little bit because if you're a starter on that side of the ball, I certainly hope you didn't loosen up your shoulder pads. You start to come
under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Preston Brown leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Darnold. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 16. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by George Iloka. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They'll begin here with Bernard. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Again, here's Bernard. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down.
Philly, here we go. No. Check. Patriot.
Now back to throw. Left side, caught by Matthews. Fights through, and now a crease. Nobody in front. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, and that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity miss there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. And big sigh of relief, huh?
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second down, Dalton. Oh, no, he lost the football. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. And Bullock will put this one through. And they have taken the lead here in the final 2 minutes. Big kick right there to give them the lead in the 4th, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it a 2nd down. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game. Back to throw. And he finds a man on a crossing route. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a 1st down. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. 3rd and long coming up. Defensively, you pressure the quarterback or drape all over the passing lane?
Yes, that's exactly what you do. It's both because they're not mutually exclusive. They may have been at one time in football, but not anymore. You want to have that pressure. And if you have a big-time pass rusher, send him after the quarterback and then make sure you blanket the field.
The Jets on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. And now another one thrown incomplete. Well, these corners, I tell you, they've done excellent work all game long.
They remind me of guys in the past who just said, hey, throw it out here 100 times. Nothing good is going to happen. And if you throw it in the wrong place, I'll take it the other way.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They have the football. They're looking good, but the lead is just 2. So any mistake in a field goal can beat you. They got to be careful.
And that's where it gets difficult because you don't want that to leak into your thinking. You want to play like, hey, we've got the advantage. We can close this out. Don't play from fear, and they can win this game.
See if they can play fear-free and hang on. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Nixon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now the Bengals on 3rd down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. Here's Kevin Huber now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Bengals, it's a rare victory for them as they get that.